New York at night, shadows stretching across the city as a comic book promise crackles in the air. A sinister new menace is coming, the Green Goblin, Spider-Man's most dangerous foe yet.
Does he look cute to you? Forget it, this guy's pure trouble.
And if that isn't enough, the evil enforcers are back, ready to gang up on the wall crawler once again.
Nobody's taking us down, especially not some wisecracking spider.
But the real shock arrives with a thunderous guest star, a rampaging force of raw power.
Although, when the Hulk shows up, you know this night just got a whole lot bigger.
With villains closing in and a monster on the loose, Spider-Man is heading straight into the storm. New York flashes to life in ink and attitude as the merry Marvel madmen unleash a new kind of chaos. Only they could dream up a grotesque adventure like this: the Green Goblin, his colorful henchmen, and a hero the city won't soon forget. Here's how it happened. The bullpen wanted a villain worthy of Spider-Man, and then they cranked the madness all the way up. A fresh guest star, a bigger threat, a comic book masterpiece in the making. Written by Stan Lee, illustrated by Steve Ditko, lettered by Art Simek, each name stamped on the page like a promise of trouble. And just a warning from the shadows, don't be impatient. The Hulk won't appear until later, but when he does, it'll be worth every second. The Green Goblin is back on the move, and New York holds its breath. Deep below the city, in a silent basement lab, something wicked is coming to life. A final adjustment, a last gleam of mad invention, and the Goblin's flying broomstick is ready at last. The night air is about to swallow his next scheme.
There, my flying broomstick is finished at last. Now to put on my costume and test it out. It's purring like a kitten. I made the controls simple enough that there's no chance of a fatal error.
Moments later, the Goblin heads to an appointment with the criminal world, and his arrival is anything but subtle. A mocking shadow streaks through the window, cutting the darkness like a blade.
It's no trick, Ox. I'm now ready to give the four of you your orders.
Look, it's him, you're nuts, Goblin. The enforcers don't take orders from anyone.
Across town, in a sleazy hotel room, the rest of the gang waits in bad humor and bad faith. The room reeks of impatience, and trouble is already knocking.
I'm tired of waiting. When's that Goblin guy gonna show up? Keep your shirt on, Fancy Dan. If this is some kinda trick, I'll make the Goblin wish he never tried to play it on the Ox. Correction, hey S Sparks, Ox, I'm not shooting out anyone, I'm off his fingers.
Start talking, Goblin. I've got a hunch it'll be worth listening to. I know that Spider-Man defeated you and caused you to go to jail for a stretch some months ago. Do as I say, and I promise you'll have your revenge on him.
Mister, you just got yourself a deal.
And just like that, the Goblin has what he wants: muscle, malice, and a vendetta. Somewhere in the city, Spider-Man is laughing in the dark, but the trap is already closing. Sometime later, in the plush offices of a glamorous Hollywood movie studio, the air shimmers with ego, ambition, and old dreams. New York may be the city outside, but inside, it's all flashing lights and money-hungry madness.
Years ago, we won an Oscar with our movie, The Nameless Thing from the Black Lagoon in the Murky Swamp, but we haven't had a good scary hit since then.
You're right, BJ. Of course, BJ. So true, BJ.
Alone with his thoughts, the producer claws for inspiration, then lands on the dumbest, biggest idea of all. A scheme so ridiculous, it might actually make millions.
I have it. I'll change the title and release the same movie again. I'll call it The Unknown Thing instead of The Nameless Thing. I'll make millions.
Forget it, I've got a real money-making idea for you. Call me the Green Goblin, I'm your next star.
You're a nut. Now get on your broomstick and fly out of here.
Very well, if you don't want a movie co-starring me, the Enforcers, and Spider-Man.
Did you say Spider-Man starring in a movie for me? It can't miss.
Now the pitch gets absurdly bigger: hundreds of dancers, a cast of thousands, and Spider-Man himself on the marquee. In a city built on hustle, one wild promise is enough to seal the deal.
I'll go you one better. I'll get you the real Spider-Man to play the part.
Nobody knows who he is. Nobody can get within 100 feet of him, but you'll deliver Spider-Man.
Exactly, now you leave everything to me. Just relax and count your money.
A few days later, miles from the chaos of home, New York hums under a restless sky. In a bright classroom, Peter Parker's latest test score becomes the day's first explosion. Peter, how do you do it? You're the only one in class who got 100% on our last exam.
It's just luck, I guess, Liz. That and spending long hours studying every night.
A lot of good it'll do you, who wants to be an egghead anyway, not me.
It so happens, Flash Thompson, you couldn't be one if you tried. You don't have the equipment for it. You're too dumb.
Oh yeah, it's the men with brains who run this country, not muscle-bound goops like you.
Well, Liz is sure right.
Puny Parker, I warned you not to try to beat my time with Liz Allen.
Beat what time? You've got about as much chance with her as Khrushchev has with J. Edgar Hoover.
Hey, quiet, you guys. There's a bulletin coming in over my radio. It's reliably reported that a green-garbed figure on a broomstick has been flying over Manhattan for the past hour. The public is asked to keep calm until we can verify.
The room goes still. That sounds crazy, but in New York, crazy is just another word for trouble wearing a costume.
Lucky my classes are finished for the day. No one will miss me.
Minutes later, he's high above the city, the rooftops flashing past beneath him. And there in the distance, the radio report proves all too real.
The radio was right. He looks like some sort of green goblin. I'll make a catapult of my web and see what he's up to. I'd better not miss. It's a long way down.
New York at night hums with neon and danger, the city's rooftops cutting sharp against the sky. Somewhere above the traffic, Spider-Man is already on the move.
Hold it, fella. How about giving a guy a lift?
Spider-Man, I've been waiting for you. I knew if I flew around the city, you'd be sure to investigate sooner or later. Okay then, you found me. Now what's the pitch?
I have a legitimate deal to offer you. I represent B.J. Cosmos of Cosmos Productions. He wants you to star in a movie.
The web-slinger doesn't trust it for a second, but the promise is too strange to ignore. One fast ride later, he's heading straight for the Ritz Plaza Hotel.
He's in New York especially to see you. Don't take my word for it. He's at the Ritz Plaza Hotel.
I'm on my way. But if this is a gag, you'll be a mighty sorry little goblin.
Inside the hotel, Spider-Man searches half the place before finally finding the right room. The door swings wide, and a bigger surprise than he expected is waiting.
So there you are. Come in, don't just hang there. I don't believe in wasting words. I'll give you $50,000 to star in the Spider-Man story. We'll write an original script in which you fight the Enforcers and the Green Goblin.
If I accept, I don't want any interviews, no publicity, no sightseers on the set, and no phony romance build-ups with starlets.
If anyone's gonna see you, I'll make them pay for it at the movies.
Spider-Man plays it cool, but the offer hangs in the air like a spotlight. Hollywood is calling, yet in New York, every bright promise can hide a web of trouble. New York at night glows under a restless sky as a trap is sprung in the shadows. A deal is about to change Spider-Man's fate forever.
Just sign on the dotted line, and I'll make you more famous than the nameless thing from the Black Lagoon.
Fame? Phooey. I'm thinking of all the wonderful things I can do for poor Aunt May with $50,000. I just can't turn this down.
Then, after the contract is signed, report to my studio in Hollywood by the end of the week.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
The ink dries and the deception locks into place. Neither man suspects the web of lies tightening around Spider-Man's future. The next morning at the Daily Bugle, the newsroom hums with danger beneath the clatter of typewriters and cheap coffee. Peter's smile hides a secret he can barely contain.
Sure, Peter, but don't let Mr. Jameson see us. He's in one of his usual horrible moods.
Parker, I thought I heard you. Pack your bags, kid. Cosmos Films is making a movie of Spider-Man on the coast, and they claim the real Spider-Man is starring in it.
You want me to go there and get some exclusive photos for you, eh? Aunt May will never have to worry again.
You look mighty happy, Peter Parker. I suppose you can't wait to meet all those Hollywood beauties.
Alwa, that's not why I was smiling, Betty. You know how I feel about you.
That's perfectly all right, Mr. Parker. I don't claim to be as glamorous as those starlets, or that blonde Liz Allen you've been walking home with lately.
Peter's grin fades as the truth of Betty's hurt lands like a punch. And somewhere far ahead, Hollywood waits with a promise that feels more like a snare. Later, in the warm clutter of Aunt May's apartment, Peter's simple trip has become one more battle to win.
Peter, dear, I think you're still too young to go traipsing around the country that way.
Gosh, Aunt May, I'm a high school senior already. I'll soon be ready for college.
But I worry so about you. You know how fragile you are.
Look, suppose I promise to dress warm, eat 3 good meals a day, and take my allergy pills every morning. Please, Aunt May, this means so much to me.
Well, I suppose I can't keep you tied to my apron strings forever. All right, dear, you may go.
And so, the little cast of characters in our true-to-life drama is soon assembled on the Cosmos Productions movie lot in Hollywood.
Remember, all of you, I want to win another Oscar with this film. Don't let me down. I want action, action, action.
The makeup is so perfect the actors look exactly like the real enforcers, and Spider-Man's instincts are already tingling.
I wish we could tackle him now. No, wait till we get on location.
After a grueling journey, the cameras and cast finally reach a desolate stretch of New Mexico, where the movie's big fight will be staged.
Let's get started, unload that equipment, and have the cameras ready to roll in 30 minutes. We'll shoot the big fight scene first.
What a location. Feels as though we're at the edge of the world. Say, Spider-Man, suppose we go off and rehearse that fight scene while they're setting up the cameras. Yeah, we want to make sure nobody gets hurt when we perform for the cameras. It's okay with me.
New York at night crackles with danger, and under the glare of studio lights, a staged showdown suddenly turns real.
Now in this first scene, I'm the leader of the enforcers, and I fly in to tell them to destroy you. That isn't how it was written in my script.
Yeah, well, who says you got the right script?
Hey, try that again, and I'll forget this is just a movie.
He swings hard through the air, but his spider sense suddenly screams danger. This was never an act.
He must be nuts to swing so hard, and wait, why are my spider senses tingling this way? Holy smoke, I must be the world's prize chump. It's a trap. They're not actors, they really are the enforcers.
Too bad, boys, I'm wise to you now. Too bad for you, fool, it's too late, you're surrounded.
Surrounding me and beating me are two different things. You can't throw that lasso fast enough to snare me, Montana.
Maybe he can't, but Fancy Dan can grab you while you're dodging his rope. And while you turn away to flip Dan over your head, I can follow up with a haymaker.
New York blazes below in a maze of steel and shadow, where every rooftop hides a threat. Spider-Man is trapped in a deadly game of speed, smoke, and surprise.
He's tossing some sort of stun grenades at me. I can't keep dodging them. He's too fast for me. My web can't hit him while he darts out of range like that.
Why don't you quit now, Spider-Man, and save us both a lot of trouble?
Oh, don't let him quit yet, Goblin. I want to have my fun first.
A lasso whips through the air and catches him at last, but Spider-Man still has one trick left to play. In the chaos, Muscle and Menace close in from every side.
It's Montana. He finally snared me with his lasso. But one thing he didn't count on is my power of chest expansion.
He done snapped my rope, get him, Ox. I'll make sure he doesn't slip away again. You don't have to tell me twice, Montana. We waited a long time for this masked man, but it was worth it. Let me at him, you boys are having all the fun.
New York at night, where the alleys are alive with danger and every shadow might hide a fist. Spider-Man is cornered, but he's not out of tricks yet.
What's wrong with y'all? Why can't you hold him down? How can such a skinny rump be so strong? Look out, Fancy Dan, I can't get a swing at him. You brainless lummox, watch what you're doing, that's me you're hitting.
Spider-Man feels the pressure closing in, but in the chaos, he sees his opening. He draws in a breath, coils tight, and summons every ounce of spider strength.
Okay, boys, this is it. The party's over.
Before the enforcers can strike again, Spider-Man lashes Tumbleweed to his web and whips up a man-made dust storm across the street.
This'll give me the smoke screen. I need to escape them.
The cloud erupts through the night, blinding every thug in its path. Guided by his spider sense, Spider-Man slips through the swirling grit, gone before they know where to swing. New York sprawls below in shadows and steel, while Spider-Man fights above a rising dust cloud. Another danger waits overhead, and someone is watching for the moment he emerges.
He's got to come out sooner or later, and when he does, I'll be ready.
Far away from the chaos, in the quiet of her living room, Aunt May writes a tender note to Peter. Her love is simple, worried, and full of care.
And I hope you're taking your vitamin pills, Peter dear. Also, be sure to get enough sleep. You know how easily you tire.
Across town, the neighborhood teens crowd the soda parlor, trading jabs and gossip. Even Peter Parker's name can stir up a full-blown rivalry.
Have any of you gotten any mail from Peter Parker yet?
Why don't you admit it, Liz? You're only macking a fuss about puny Parker to make me jealous. He's a big zero compared to me.
Tell me, Flash, how much rent do you pay in that dream world you live in? Peter's a dreamboat. He's sensitive, intelligent, articulate.
Nuts, he's scared of his own shadow, and you know it.
Meanwhile, in the office of J. Jonah Jameson, Peter Parker is still the center of attention. But somewhere else, a new move is already underway.
Parker better bring me back some sensational pictures of Spider-Man. I don't want to find out he's wasting his time dating those Hollywood glamour girls.
And as the city keeps spinning, one more watcher catches sight of something the others can't see. He's heading into the cave, and the signal is about to go out.
He's entering that cave. I'll signal the enforcers.
New York at night, danger echoing through a dark cavern as Spider-Man fights to stay one step ahead of the Goblin's trail. Somewhere in the shadows, the enforcers close in.
I hear them out there. They're after me again. The Goblin must have seen where I went and tipped the enforcers off.
For one breathless moment, he has a chance to collect himself. But in this underground maze, safety is only an illusion.
Say, what are they doing now?
You're all just hanging on.
At the cave's only exit, the enforcers try to seal the trap with a massive boulder. But darkness favors Spider-Man more than it does them.
That does it. This is the only exit from the cave. He'll never be able to rush past us now. This boulder will stop him. But it's powerful dark in here. He can see in the dark better than we all can. Are we trapping him, or has he got us trapped? Don't be a fool, Montana. The four of us can handle a dozen Spider-Men. I wouldn't bet on that. Don't make a sound, cowboy, unless you don't ever want to see that home on the range again.
Hey, you guys, wait.
Too late, one enforcer vanishes into the dark, and the rest finally realize the hunter has become the hunted.
Montana's gone. Maybe he tripped on those nutty, high-heeled boots of his. No, look at Spider-Man. He's above us.
Come on, Montana. Don't lag behind. Keep up with us.
Now he's got me. Goblin helped.
New York at night crackles with danger as Spider-Man squares off against the Goblin high above the city. Below, the streets glow like 1,000 watchful eyes.
I'll stop him with another stun bomb.
He was a fool to show himself to me.
You've had it, Goblin. You're not taking me by surprise now. Nobody can stop Spider-Man twice with the same old tricks.
After all my careful planning, you're not going to thwart me now.
Well, I'm sure gonna try. Here, this web of mine ought to hold you in a snug little pocket until you holler, Uncle.
You overestimate your power, Spider-Man. Your web can't hold me. Not when I can burn my way out by making the tip of my broomstick glow like a flaming ember.
Don't strain yourself, Ox. I'll save you the trouble. In fact, you look kinda tired to me, so I'll let you take a little rest. Compliments of a spider strength love tap.
New York barely breathes as the conflict deepens, and Spider-Man finds himself trapped in a shadowy cavern far from the city lights.
You forgot Spider-Man. I still have plenty more powerful stun bombs at my disposal. Oh, you've sure got a subtle way of reminding me.
The smoke begins to clear, and in the gloom, an impossible shape emerges. The Hulk stands revealed, an untamed colossus of fury, eyes blazing with hatred.
Holy Hannah, of all the caves to pick for a fight, we had to pick one the Hulk was hiding in.
Driven by rage and mistrust, the green giant surges forward, unstoppable, a living avalanche of anger in the dark.
Hold it, big man. We've got no reason to fight. Let me explain.
No, never again will I be tricked by the lying words of an enemy. My only defense against mankind is my strength, and nothing will stop me from using it.
Above the chaos, a cruel opportunity dawns. If the Hulk and Spider-Man destroy each other, someone else may walk away untouched. But in a place this dark, no one stays safe for long. New York at night crackles with danger, high above the city where steel and shadow meet. Spider-Man is trapped on a rooftop with nowhere left to run.
It's no use. I can't reason with him. My only hope is to stay out of reach of those bone-crushing fists.
I'll get you down from there. You won't escape me.
Wow, next to him, the enforcers are like campfire girls.
This was the only place he could hide, the only place he could be free of his tormentors. But the pressure is closing in fast.
You won't drive me from here. I can't dodge him forever. Maybe I can surprise him with a sudden attack. It's like landing on top of a rock pile. Reaching around to grab me, eh? Well, my trusty old webbing ought to stop you like this. Oh no, he tore it apart as though it was made of paper.
New York fades away as Spider-Man battles deep inside a shadowy cave, the air thick with danger and echoing rage.
Okay, Hulk, I tried to reason with you, tried to explain I'm not your enemy.
I'll smash you against the cave wall before you know what's happened.
Not while I have my trusty spider speed, you won't.
He darts in a blur, forcing the monster back with every acrobatic strike, every desperate ounce of wit. But brute strength meets boundless fury in the dark.
If it's a fight you want, I'll show you Spider-Man isn't exactly a weakling either. Ever been smacked by a guy with the proportionate strength of a spider? Well, turnip brain, there's always a first time. Oh, who am I kidding? My fingers are a chin, and he didn't even bat an eye.
Spider-Man's confidence cracks as the Hulk's raw power fills the cavern like thunder. One wrong move, one harsh word, and the truth is slipping farther away.
The truth? What does he mean by whoops? No time for riddles now.
Your speed won't save you for long. Remember, you'll soon get tired, but the Hulk never does. You call me insulting names. You think I'm a brainless fool, if you only knew the truth.
New York's chaos fades into a darker battlefield. Deep in a cavernous hideout, shadows press close as Spider-Man faces an impossible brute.
He's right, I've got to stop knocking myself out and start thinking. Wait, I've got an idea.
One wrong move means game over, but the web-slinger's brain is racing faster than his fists.
Okay, Hulk, let's settle this now, man to man.
You don't fool me, you have a trick in mind, but it won't help you. Nothing will.
The monster lunges. Spider-Man times the attack with razor-sharp spider sense, praying he's half a second smarter than disaster.
Now, I'll move just enough to deflect the blow. He mustn't suspect.
The punch grazes him, yet the impact hits like a wrecking ball. While deeper in the cave, more enemies wait for the end of the fight.
If it's all the same to you, Hulk, I wish you tackled them first.
Spider-Man drops back against a boulder, fakes the collapse, and bets everything on one last desperate dodge. It works, he slips aside at the last instant, and the monster's blow explodes the boulder like glass, leaving Spider-Man hanging on the edge of total collapse. New York at night crackles with danger as Spider-Man swings free above the streets, hungry for speed and space.
Now that I'm free to swing outside again, nothing can stop me. I'm still the fastest, most agile one of all, as long as I've room to move.
Then he spots the Green Goblin fleeing through the skyline, abandoning the enforcers like a rat running from a sinking ship. But the chase is already turning deadly.
There's the Goblin. He's trying to escape too, deserting the enforcers like the rat he is.
Well, I've always wondered what would happen if a spider tackled a rat. Spider-Man, you should have fled while you had the chance. Here on my flying broomstick, the advantage is all mine.
But Spider-Man's still feeling the aftershock of his brutal battle with the Hulk, and his muscles are betraying him in midair. One wrong move and the night swallows him whole.
Normally, I could outmaneuver him easily, but that fight with the Hulk tired me more than I thought. My arms and legs feel like wood. I've got to let go. If I stay here, I'm finished. Relax, Petey boy. Go limp, fall easy like a spider.
The Goblin twists into position, lining up those deadly jet blasts as Spider-Man drops toward the darkness below. But in the end, the fall only feeds the Green Goblin's triumph, at least for now. New York's chaos gives way to a darker kind of danger as Spider-Man stays submerged, hidden beneath the surface. The Hulk is still hunting him.
My spider stamina lets me stay underwater twice, as long as a human can endure.
Above the waterline, the monster turns away at last, lumbering back toward his cave. But Spider-Man remembers the enforcers are still trapped inside.
Ah, the Hulk didn't see me. He's heading back to his cave. Uh-oh, I just remembered the enforcers are still in there if he finds them. I'm probably a nitwit for risking my neck again like this. But even if they are not exactly my best friends, I can't stand by and let the Hulk grab them.
With acrobatic speed, he darts through the other passage, racing the brute to the hidden chamber. Every second counts in the stifling dark.
He's taking the long way around. With my speed, I should be able to reach the other fork and get them out before he does.
A few seconds later, Spider-Man bursts out of the cave at last, just in time. High above, an army helicopter hovers into view, blades chopping the night air.
Just in time. That looks like an army helicopter hovering above. They'll be coming down to investigate in a few seconds.
But Spider-Man doesn't wait around. Once they recognize the enforcers, the rest will be routine, or so he hopes. A short time later, in a plush Hollywood office high above New York, the city glitters outside while panic brews behind the glass. The movie is a disaster, and the studio suits are desperate.
Sorry, BJ, the movie's a fizzle. The Green Goblin flew away, Spider-Man vanished, and the army turned the enforcers over to the police. They can't do this to BJ, call my lawyers, we'll sue. Who will we sue, BJ? What's the difference? We'll find someone.
Then comes the wildest twist of all, a rumor from the streets, a name whispered like a challenge. The Hulk has been sighted nearby.
The Hulk? Did you say the Hulk? Hold everything, what an inspiration. He's even better than Spider-Man. The public will love him. Quick, draw up a contract for him. But BJ, how can we make the Hulk sign a contract? Don't bother me with petty details. I can see it all now, cast of thousands. Doris Day singing the title song, The Honey and the Hulk. Now hop on the first plane back there. Don't come back without the Hulk's name on a contract. Well, what are you waiting for?
Mr. Cosmos, I want to talk to you. From now on, you better be more careful about the people you hire, especially your villains. Sorry, my boy, I can't use you anymore. We've stopped shooting on your picture. We're going to start a new spectacular. If you'll leave your phone number, perhaps we'll need some extras. Now wait a minute, what about our contract? Didn't you read the fine print? You don't get any money until the picture is completed. So if we don't complete it, I don't owe you anything, but I'll pay you your expenses. You're not related to Jay. Jonah Jameson by some chance, are you?
New York at night hums with traffic and neon, but our hero's wallet is lighter than a subway breeze. Somewhere ahead, trouble is already moving.
There's your expense money, Spider-Man. Don't call us, we'll call you.
At least it's enough to pay his fare back to New York. He'll even have a little left to help Aunt May.
I wonder if any other masked superheroes have to worry about pinching pennies the way I do.
But while Spider-Man rides home, a sinister shadow takes to the sky ahead of him. The Green Goblin streaks into the city and glides toward a murky hideout.
Too bad my little scheme backfired. Once the enforcers had helped me defeat Spider-Man, I intended to organize a worldwide crime syndicate. I never thought Spider-Man could defeat all three of them. My biggest mistake was not realizing I'd picked the Hulk's stamping grounds.
The goblin broods in the dark, blaming the chaos, the Hulk, and his own bad luck. But his grin returns just as quickly as his rage.
It just proves how hard it is to make a career of crime. You never can think of everything. But my true identity is still my own secret, and my power is still undiminished. I'll wait for my next opportunity and strike again. The world hasn't heard the last of the Green Goblin.
A short time later, a quiet, thoughtful teenager steps off a bus in Midtown and heads for the subway, carrying more than just fatigue on his shoulders. And somewhere deep inside, danger is already stirring.
The Green Goblin is somewhere in the city. My spider instinct can sense it. But where? He could be any place. He could be anyone.
He moves on through the city, tense and watchful, knowing New York never stays peaceful for long. A far bigger battle is coming, and he doesn't even know it yet.